Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of normal distribution. So I've put the z-score table on the board because we'll use this to solve this problem. So as per the problem, the time taken x to prepare a meal may be assumed to be a normal random variable with a mean of 140 units and standard deviation 7 units, and we have to determine the time exceeded by 10% of the meal preparations. So the first thing is to understand what this 10% means. So if I draw this distribution in the form of a bell curve or a normal distribution curve, so 10% of these meal preparations will be shown by this small part of the curve. So this value here on the curve represents the time that is exceeded by 10% of the meal preparations shown by this shaded area. So what this means is the time that is exceeded by 10% of the preparation is the time that exceeds 90% of the preparations on its left side. So we have to use the concept of z-score to calculate this time based on the fact that this time exceeds 90% of the meal preparations. So this 10% here represents the area under the graph to the right side of time. So the area under the graph to the left side of this time value is 90% or 0.9. So in this case, we are given the probability as 0.9. Now we'll use this z-score table to calculate the z-score for the area under the curve equal to 0.9. So for that we have to find the value in these columns equal to 0.9. So the closest value to 0.9 here is this value here. It's this value here, 0.8997, because the next higher value is 0.9015. So the z-score associated with this area under the curve is 1.28, because this value here is in the row 1.2 and column 0.08. So that's the z-score value we'll use to find the time that's exceeded by 10% of the meal preparations. So now we'll write the formula for z-score, which is equal to x minus x bar over the standard deviation. Now here we know that the z-score for the time that is exceeded by 10% of the meals are 1.28 equals, so we have to solve for x to find the time, minus, and the mean is given as 140 over the standard deviation, which is 7. So this is a very important concept you need to understand and memorize to get this equation. And now we have to solve for x. So for that, the first step is to cross multiply the 7. So we get 1.28 times 7 equals x minus 140. And now we can do 1.28 times 7, which is equal to 8.96 equals x minus 140. Now we can isolate x by adding 140 to both sides. So 140 on the right side cancel each other out. So on the left side we get 148.96 equals x, which can be rounded to 149 if the given rounding instruction is nearest whole. Otherwise you can do the rounding as per the given rounding instruction. So this should be the final answer for this problem, and we can write a closing statement to summarize our answer. So the time exceeded by 10% of the meal preparations is 149 units. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.